Do you know what instrument this is called? You're sure? Who's sure it's a guitar? Okay, for all of you that are sure it's a guitar, what happens if I take this guitar, I put it up under my chin like this, and I play it? What is it now? No! It's still a guitar! I could put it on my head, and it's still a guitar. There's a difference between a guitar and a violin. Does anyone know a difference between a guitar? What's one of the differences? A guitar is bigger and a violin is smaller. Very good. What else is a difference? What else is different? Yeah. You use a stick to play the violin. Who knows what that stick is called? Does anyone know? What is it? A bow. And I use this little thing right here in my fingers to play the guitar. Who knows what that's called? Anybody know? Yes. It's called a pick. Very good. And it just saves my fingers from getting blisters on the end when I play for a long time. Now, violins have 4 strings. Most guitars have 6 strings. But this guitar has lots more than 6 strings on it. And do you see these shiny silver things right here? These are called keys. It's just like the key for opening a door. So a key, there's 1 key for every string. So help me count. Let's see how many strings there are. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many strings? 12 strings. There are twice as many strings on this guitar as a regular guitar. Do you know what that means? That means I'm twice as good a guitarist as a regular guitarist. Oh, you laugh. Who believes that? I like you a lot. Yeah, I don't know about your mom sitting next to you there, but, well, no, but you're right. It doesn't make me twice as good. It means that I have to work just a little bit harder holding these strings down when I play. Very good. So how many of you have been reading lots of books for summer reading this year? How many have read more than 20 books? Wow. 30. 50. More than 50, a couple people. Very good. Welcome today, everyone, to the Hawthorne Library. And my name is Ken Frawley. And this is my son, John, over here. And we're going to take you on a little bit of an adventure. We wanted you to feel what it was like to go searching like we did for an ancient Egyptian tomb. And the tomb that we went looking for was the tomb of the magical mummy of Memphis. Within that tomb, it was said we would find 2 things. Great riches, because the magical mummy is the mummy who gave King Tut. Who's heard of King Tut before? King Tutankhamun got all his gold from the magical mummy, it said. And the second reason is buried in the tomb, we would find the source of all knowledge. Well, we thought that would be great. And the source, it said, would be found in either the sarcophagus that we brought back, the sarcophagus of the magical mummy, or the reed box. Now, before we just jump into opening these, I wanted to give you all a little bit of the thought process that went into searching and finding and then determining that we had indeed found the tomb of the magical mummy. To begin with, we would begin sailing up the Nile River in Egypt as painted on the wall in the tomb. We were sailing from Cairo to Memphis, and on the boat, we learned a song that was really a lot of fun, and I liked it. It was called The 5 Mummies. 5 mummies, that's right. And the idea behind this song is for us all to think of an action word. Now, in school, who has studied action words? We know them as verbs. Who studied verbs? You know, kids, we're in real trouble. Not one of the moms or dads have studied verbs. Okay, maybe a few have. But I tell you what, can somebody give me a good action word? Raise your hand. Let me find an action word. Yes. Run. That's a very good action word. Yes. Jump is a great one. Walk. Okay, yes. Play. Gallop. Very good. Did you have one? Think. Is that an action word? Yeah. Yeah, very good. Okay. Well, he was thinking hard, and that's a good thing because all of us have to think very hard on why would a mummy be doing the action that we pick. And this song goes like this. Now, I told you it was called The Five Mummies, right? Okay, here we go. 5 mummies sitting on a wall, sitting on a wall, sitting on a wall. 5 mummies sitting on a wall on a cold Egyptian morning. The first mummy, I need an action word for the first mummy. Yeah. Run! Okay, somebody, why would a mummy be running? Yeah.
Because he was scared.
Okay. The first mummy was running because he was scared. Running because he was scared. Running because he was scared. The first mummy was running because he was scared on a cold Egyptian morning. The second mummy, I need an action word, yes. Jump, good. But why would a mummy be jumping? Yeah. Good. The second mummy was jumping because he was happy. Jumping because he was happy. Jumping because he was happy. The second mummy was jumping because he was happy on a cold Egyptian morning. The third mummy, what's a good action word for the third mummy? Yes, young lady? Walking. Somebody, why would a mummy be walking? Go ahead. Because he was sad? Okay. The third mummy was walking because he was sad. Walking because he was sad. Walking because he was sad. That always works for me. The third mummy was walking because he was sad on a cold Egyptian morning. The fourth mummy, an action word for the fourth mummy. Somebody help me with an action word. What was the fourth mummy doing? Yeah. Thinking. Why would a mummy be thinking? Yeah. The fourth mummy was thinking because he might be looking for his cat. Thinking because he might be looking for his cat. Thinking because he might be looking for his cat. Wow. The fourth mummy was thinking because he might be looking for his cat on a cold Egyptian morning. Boy, that one worked out the muscles in my face. Okay. The fifth mummy. What was the fifth mummy doing? What's a good action? Yeah. Dancing. Why would the fourth mummy be dancing? Yes. The fifth mummy was dancing because he heard some songs. Dancing because he heard some songs. Dancing because he heard some songs. The fourth mummy was dancing because he heard some songs on a cold Egyptian morning. The sixth mummy. What was the sixth? How many mummies in this song? 5. Well, that's the end of this song. The 5 mummies. Thank you. Well, thank you. Now, John and I, when we finally did get into the tomb, we found this mural painted on the wall. We took a copy of it to bring back because it was on this mural that helped us decide about the tomb of the magical mummy. John found this very magical section. In this section were painted 5 rings on the wall. At first we didn't know what that was, but then John found 5 rings on the floor, and ultimately he found the magic in the rings.
These are the 5 magical rings. You can see there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe some of you can see the magic inside. Can anyone see the magic inside? Anyone? Oh, yeah, good. We have a few people. But for those of you who can't, I'll actually show you. It's very amazing. You can see when I tap 2 rings together like so, one of them will link with another, just like that. I'll do it again, just for the sake of doing it right here, giving a chain of 3 rings right here. It's amazing. Yes, I know. Now, I'll narrow it down to 2 rings because I know that 5 is hard to keep track of all of them. And I'll show you how this is possible. If you give the rings a twist, a rotate, and a spin, then one will link with another, just like that. To unlink it, you give it a backwards spin, a backwards rotate, and a backwards twist, just like that. And they unlink. It's utterly amazing. Now, when I first discovered the magical rings, I started asking people how they worked. The first guy who I came across said that if you put your finger there like this, it makes them look like they're linked together, just like that. Now that, I said, was not amazing. So I started asking more people. I came across another guy that said if you put your thumb there, then it looks like they're linked together. Yes, I was again not amazed. But the odd thing is when he took his thumb out, the rings were actually linked, just like that. It's magic. Now, if I go back to the original 3 rings right here, and I had a circus. Do you know what that circus would be? That's right, a 3-ring circus. Ha! Yes, I write all my own jokes. Now, it gets more amazing when I make a chain of 4 rings, just as fast as that, and you can actually see one ring go from top to bottom by magic. Watch. Just like that. One by one, it goes down to the bottom. Now that is utterly amazing, and do you know what that makes me? That's right, the Lord of the Rings, right there, yeah. Now, even more amazing is the top ring to the bottom, and the bottom ring to the top, in one even more magical move, like this. Yes, again, something even more amazing. Yeah. Now, you can see that the Egyptians invented many things using the rings, such as the garden swing right here. Yes, they invented the catcher's mask right here. They invented bowling, basketball. They even invented a blooming flower right here. They invented a wilting flower right here. Yes. They also, now this is very difficult to do, and you'll see why. They also invented Mickey Mouse right here. Yeah. Even harder is they invented, now this is even harder, they also invented Minnie Mouse right here. It's very difficult. They had tourists. Yeah. They had glasses right there. They even had the wow, that is not amazing. That's all right, because all I need to do is a few more suspicious-looking magical moves right here. And you can see that they had the Olympics right here. Yeah, it's amazing. Now, and to finish, all of the rings onto one in one very simple move, like this. Watch. And that is the simple move right there. All right. It's not over yet. Okay. All right. On the count of 3, I'm going to need everyone to blow on the rings, causing one ring to pass through the other. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's try this.